Hi everyone, Rainy Bastarash here, and I want to tell you what happened. Yesterday I worked from about 6 in the morning till about 12 at night. Now, Raluca and I always have a lot of projects going on, but lately with the wedding we had over the weekend and all the planning we've been doing, we've been, I guess you kind of say, biting the bullet and just working double time to try to get everything done. So our minds have been so busy, so crazy. For those of you that know me, you realize I have two screens that I work on with my computer, and I must have had like 5 things open on each one at least going on at the same time, from making videos and making thumbnails and creating scripts and building programs and the new web page. So anyways, I'll talk about all that in a minute. So when I went to bed last night at midnight, I had so much in my mind, had a hard time going to sleep. Finally, I did sleep, but you know, your mind is still working because that's what you were doing all day. And during the night, I got up a couple times and I went and I wrote notes on my whiteboard. You can see the whiteboards there. I wrote notes on a whiteboard so I could have them in the morning. And so it really wasn't a restful time. So what happened is this morning I got up, immediately came to the computer, turned it on, went through my to-do list, and looked at all these self-inflicted deadlines I gave myself, okay? Number one, I was saying I'm kicking off a new web page and a new YouTube site that I wanted to kick off and get it going today. But I realized during the middle of the night, it just wasn't ready. And this morning when I woke up, I wanted to change things, so I immediately came over here and started ripping apart some web pages, adding to this one, adding to that one. It was like, you know? And besides that, I needed to create 3 videos today. This is one of them, okay? I needed to send out a newsletter. I needed to answer emails, go to the post office, and about 5 other things. So on top of everything that I've been doing with the lack of sleep, this is what's going on. Finally, I just said, stop. Okay, Raluca says, I haven't had coffee yet. Let's go out and get coffee. So I said, okay. So here we were. Now it was probably about 8 in the morning. So got in the car, drove over to Dunkin' Donuts. We go there every morning for coffee. Usually we just do drive-through, and that's probably about 1.5 miles from here. So we went and got the coffee, came out of the drive-through, got on the turnpike exit and headed south. She goes, where you going? I said, mandatory vacation day. I made sure when I left the house, I turned off the computer, shut everything off. We're taking a break. We need a break. When you have so much facing you, sometimes you just need to back off. So we went to New Hampshire. We went shopping at the mall down there in Newington, and then we drove down towards Danvers. It was getting to be Danvers is Massachusetts, so you can see we've been driving for a couple hours now. And I said, let's go to lunch. So we went to the, what was the name of the place? The Cheesecake Factory. Really cool place. Great meals. So anyways, we went to the Cheesecake Factory. Of course, we had to get a piece of cheesecake. So for those of you that know, I'm watching what I'm eating. Today was a cheat day, okay? So we went to the Cheesecake Factory for lunch. We went to Costco, did a little shopping over there, bought Raluca a laptop. We had a good day. Had another, hour and a half drive home. Spoke on the way, made some plans, and I just got home probably about 15, 20 minutes ago. Little after 5 o'clock in the evening, starting to get dark outside, and now I'm making this morning's video, okay? Sometimes you just need to back off. We had a wonderful day. You come back to the computer, everything looks different. I'm looking at my to-do list. It doesn't look as overwhelming. I'm not as stressed. What happens when you become stressed? What happens when you get in the way I was? For those of you that are familiar with brainwave states, I'm in the beta brainwave state. That's your busy state, your 5 senses, sight, sound, da-da-da-da. And when you're, working and computing and all that, you get so much beta that you go into a little higher state, which is called hyper beta. Hyper beta can be very dangerous if you spend too much time there. In hyper beta, okay, that's the place of anxiety, high stress. People spend too much time in hyper beta, like I've been in the last couple of days, experience Paranoia. What? No, not me. But anyways, kidding. Paranoia, insomnia, muscle tension. Oh yes, that's when your neck gets real sore. High blood pressure, depression, and a lot of other health problems. So hyper beta can be very dangerous if you spend too much time. Now, you know there's a lot of different brainwave states depending on how, fast, how many cycles per second your mind's going. But you need to spend time in each one. Okay, especially the alpha, theta, beta, and delta. Okay, so depending on the different times of day. Now, if you want to know more about that, you can go in the description below and you can click on the BBSS scale and you'll see everything about the brainwave states. I got a nice chart over there created for free you could look at. So let's get back to the story. Hyper beta is not a healthy place to be. That's where you get excessive tunnel vision. And the problem is with this tunnel vision, a lot of times you can't see what's going on with you, but other people can. You just can't see, I guess you can't see the forest through the trees. And that's how I was. So I can tell you from experience, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to get sick. So when you get like that, remember your health is more important. Back off, okay? Back up, take a deep breath, and run for the hills, okay? Take a mandatory vacation day. Sometimes you have to do that. Now, yes, I'm self-employed and I can do that. So if you're not self-employed, become a hypnotherapist and you will be, and you can take a mandatory vacation day. There's a little shameless plug. But anyways, when you come back from everything, from having a good time and relaxing, you're going to realize that that mountain is just a molehill. Things are going to look easier. They're going to look different. This video came out a lot easier. This morning I didn't even know what to make a video on. So my experience was something that I wanted to share with you. So relax, have a great day, and I need to get back to work now. Bye-bye.